Welcome to episode 11 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. In this episode, I intend to cover mortgages and charge. Now, what's the mortgage? A mortgage is a transfer of an interest in a specific immovable property for the purpose of securing the payment of money advanced or to be advanced by way of a loan, or an existing or future debt, or the performance of an engagement which may give rise to a pecuniary liability. Transfer is called mortgagor and transferee is called the mortgagee. The principal money and interest of which payment is secured is called mortgage money, and the instrument of transfer is called mortgage deed. Like in sale, it is a sale deed, here it is a mortgage deed. There are 6 kinds of mortgages. We shall see in short all these: simple mortgage, mortgage by conditional sale, usufructuary mortgage, English mortgage, mortgage by deposit of title deed, which is also called equitable mortgage, and lastly anomalous mortgage. Now, what is a simple mortgage? Possession of property is not given to mortgagee. Mortgagor gives a personal obligation to repay. If mortgagor fails, mortgagee can have the property sold by court. So remedy available is only through intervention of court, and there is no foreclosure. This is a characteristics of simple mortgage. Now, what are the mortgage by conditional sale? The property mortgage is ostensibly sold to the mortgagee on condition. For example, if mortgage money is not paid in time, the sale is to become obsolete. But if the money is paid, the sale is to become void, and buyer is to retransfer the property to seller. And in this case, remedy is foreclosure only. That means the conditional sale states that if in time the mortgagor does not repay the loan, then it will be treated as sale to the mortgagee of the property. But if he pays in time, then the sale becomes void. So the agreements are drafted in that way. Now, what is usufructuary mortgage? Mortgage property is delivered to mortgagee, who is authorized to retain it till payment of mortgage money, and meanwhile to receive rents and profits accruing from property. That means in this case, there is actually delivery of the property or delivery of possession takes place, and from the property interest or rent, the EMI is taken, and the property remains in the hands of the mortgagee till whole mortgage money is paid back. Now, what is the remedy in this case? There is no sale, only foreclosure. Only retain the property till his money is paid. Now, what is English mortgage? Mortgagor binds himself to repay the money and transfer the property to mortgagee on condition that when money is paid back, he will retransfer a property to mortgagor. That means in the same agreement, there are comprises of 2 agreements, and as if the property has been sold to the mortgagee, and when money is paid back, then he will transfer back property to mortgagor. Now, what is the remedy available? Sale only. There is no foreclosure in this case. Mortgage by deposit of title deeds. This is also called equitable mortgage. It operates only in specific towns, for example, Mumbai, Chennai, Calcutta. These are class A cities. The mortgagor delivers to mortgagee documents of title of the property with intent to create security, and remedy is in this sale through court intervention, and there is no foreclosure. So property is not handed over to the mortgagee, but only title documents are handed over to the mortgagee. And remedies Lastly, we see the anomalous mortgage. One which does not fall in any of the above five categories is called the anomalous mortgage. Now, in this, the remedy is sale or foreclosure as allowed by the terms of the mortgage deed. Now, what is foreclosure? We saw the terminology. Foreclosure is full repayment of the remaining loan amount in one single installment instead of paying it back in multiple EMIs before your scheduled EMI period. That means you can foreclose the loan amount by paying in a single installment whole amount left over of the mortgage money. The mortgage other than equitable mortgage must be by registered document signed by the mortgager and attested by two witnesses if mortgage money is more than rupees 100. There are rights and liabilities of both mortgager and mortgagee, but here we are not going into all details of all those. Now here also there is a concept of marshalling which is given in section 81. Now take a case, if the owner of two or more properties mortgages them to one person and then mortgages one or more of the same property to another person, the subsequent mortgagee can have the prior mortgage debt satisfied out of the properties not mortgaged to him to the extent possible. Contribution, section 82 states, if the mortgage property belongs to two or more persons who have distinct or separate rights of ownership, the different shares of such property are liable to contribute ratably to the mortgage debt. Now, what is the charge? Section 100 and section 101 states what the charge. When immovable property of one person is made security for the payment of money of another person and the transaction does not amount to mortgage, a charge is said to be created on such property. That means person A goes to the bank and secures a loan and mortgages for buying a property or flat in his name. He gives his friend's property as a guarantee to the bank for something. Now, it is said that a charge is created on that friend's property. This can take place, the charge can take place either by operation of law or by act of the parties. All the provisions of simple mortgage also apply to a charge. A mortgage involves a transfer of an interest in specific immovable property, whereas charge does not transfer any such interest in the property. Please note. Now, what is right of redemption? At any time after the principal money has become due and it is paid out, the mortgager has the right to get back the property and has also a right to demand return of the mortgage instrument together with all title deeds and delivery of possession of the property, and also retransfer of the property or an acknowledgement in writing of the extinction of the mortgagee's rights. Any condition contained in the mortgage deed which obstructs the right of redemption is considered a clock on redemption and is null and void. Now let's understand what is clock. Take an example. Mortgage deed provided that if mortgage was not redeemed in 20 years, the mortgagee will treat the land as sold to him absolutely. This clause was held as to be a clock on redemption and considered null and void. Mortgage was held to be redeemable even after 20 years. This was a case of Vediparthi versus Appalamanus Hulu, and Madras High Court delivered this judgment. So, right of redemption is a statutory right of the mortgager, and it is so absolute that it cannot be defeated even by the parties themselves. So, clock clause is null and void in any mortgage agreement. Here we end Transfer of Property Act 1882 and hope I have been able to impart some concepts to you. And next we shall see the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. For any queries, please contact me at my email ID advsdbapat@gmail.com. Thank you very much.